Hi, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Stephanie and I am a pastry chef and the owner of a boutique bakery in New Jersey. Today I will be demonstrating how to make a sweet pie dough. It's a very buttery dough. It holds up well for molding and decorations for your pies. It also is strong enough that it'll produce a nice strong crust that you can use for individual tarts or large tarts. And I hope this sweet buttery dough that I'll be making today could be added to your repertoire. So let's get started on making the dough. I prefer to use a stand mixer for making this dough, but if all you have is a hand mixer, that will be perfectly fine. So we're going to add our first few ingredients. The first one is 100 grams of sugar, or 1/2 cup, 8 ounces of softened butter. This has been sitting out at room temperature for about half an hour. And 1 teaspoon of salt, which is nice as a tenderizer. And I'm going to start mixing these on medium speed. It's going to mix for about 2 minutes, and what it's going to do is it's going to create pockets of air, which is important for leavening and also strength to the dough. My butter and sugar has been mixing for about 2 minutes, and as you can see, it's lightened in color, it's fluffy, so this is ready to go. So next I'm going to add in my all-purpose flour. I'm adding in 280 grams of all-purpose flour, or 1 2/3 cups. And I'm just going to lightly cut this into the butter and the sugar mixture. And turn on my mixer at the lowest speed, and I'm going to turn it on for 10 seconds. So now I'm going to do one scraping of getting any butter that may be sticking to the edges of the bowl or the paddle attachment. And I'm going to mix this for another 10 seconds on low speed. The last ingredient that I'm adding to our dough is 2 egg yolks. Be sure to keep those whites for meringues or omelets. And I'm going to mix this again for another 10 seconds. My dough is almost coming together. There's still some dry pieces in here, so I'm going to mix it one more time. Just going to scrape it down. And again on low speed, 10 more seconds for it to come together. My dough is done now, and what I have is a dough. It's very soft. It sticks together very well. I do need to put this in the refrigerator so the gluten relaxes and it solidifies to make it a little bit easier to roll out. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about half an hour, and then I'll come back and show you how to roll out a tart shell. My dough has been sitting in the refrigerator for about half an hour. And so I'm going to roll it into this tart shell. So I don't need all of this dough for that tart shell. So I'm going to cut some out. And I'm going to roll this to about 1/8 of an inch thick for the tart shell. And that'll be perfectly strong enough to hold up any fillings I'm going to put in it. So first, generously sprinkle my work surface with flour, and then also the top with my dough. And I'm just going to go around with my plastic rolling pin. And I'm just very gently pushing the dough away from me, back toward me, rotating it, just making sure it's not sticking to the bottom, that you still have plenty of flour on the bottom. And that will fit nicely into here. So I'm just going to lift this up, lay it into my mini tart shell, and lift the edges and press it down into the shell. And the quickest way to cut this off is take your rolling pin, fix out any edges you may have there. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please give me a thumbs up below and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.